Can you hear me? On the 2nd of November 1936, an unlikely troupe of technicians and tap dancers, plate spinners and producers was preparing for the very first official broadcast on British television. But there are no recordings of that first show. So we are going to restage that very first night as faithfully as we can. I have the honour of hosting the show.
Do you know, I didn't recognise you.
And Professor Danielle George is going to look at the technical challenges of broadcasting live from Ali Pali.
Just turn that dial, and we'll create lightning in the bottle.
Oh my God, look at that! Our Doctor of Spin, Hugh Hunt, will attempt to resurrect Ali Pali's most extraordinary invention, a mechanical camera that could only see in the dark.
There's no instructions on how to build this thing.
We'll meet some of the first television pioneers.
How old are you now?
I'm 104. It's a story of cogs and gears.
So this is all pre-war technology.
Electron beams and dancing girls. That's great.
I can still tap dance.
And one mad night
Silence, everybody!
that helped change the world forever. This is the BBC. Welcome to television. The fact that you can now see and hear me in your own home, of course, we take completely for granted. But before 1936, this would have been a radical idea. Looming over North London, Alexandra Palace was chosen by the BBC as the launch site for the world's first regular domestic television service. This is where it all started. Amazing. In this studio on the 2nd of November 1936, the TV pioneers made their first official broadcast from Ali Pali. It must have been tense, not just because it was live television, but this would have been nail-biting for a different reason. Behind the scenes, you had two rival television technologies battling it out. The BBC launched the new service as an on-air competition, with two different companies taking it in turns to broadcast from studios just a few feet apart. This was the old Marconi EMI studio, and in here they were testing out some of the very first electronic television cameras. Using experimental electron beam technology, Marconi EMI's Emitron cameras were truly cutting edge. But they hadn't been tested outside the laboratory. Would they be ready for live television? Next door in Studio B, the rival system was mechanical, producing pictures by rapidly rotating discs. This steampunk technology was the brainchild of Scottish inventor John Logie Baird. 11 years earlier, he'd been the first person in the world to produce a television image. The winning technology would be the one judged best for making live programs. In the lead-up to the first night, a coin was tossed and the Baird team won. Ooh, let's have a look. The mechanical studio would transmit first. This is where Baird's camera would have been, somewhere over there, where all that sort of 70s and 80s BBC gubbins is now, and then the presenter would have sat somewhere where I am here. It's not very big, is it?